Moonshot the world needed, and is a testament to Dr. Bourla and Pfizer's deeply held conviction that science will win. Pfizer was the first company to receive U.S. Food and Drug Administration approval for emergency use authorization for a COVID-19 vaccine. Dr. Bourla's purpose-driven leadership inspired the men and women at Pfizer to make the impossible possible. They deserve our appreciation for their resolve to take on this disease. I have been fortunate enough to visit Pfizer and have seen firsthand their pride in their work. I was grateful but not surprised when they took on this task, building hope when the world lacked it, believing in the power of science when the world doubted it, and challenging themselves to not give up. You will marvel at the intricacies of Pfizer's Moonshot, what it took to discover, develop, and bring to market the first COVID-19 vaccine. President Jimmy Carter, Plains, Georgia. Preface. Luck never comes to the unprepared. Excellence is never an accident. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Aristotle, 384 to 322 BC. On Tuesday, December 31, 2019, Chinese authorities alerted the World Health Organization to a mysterious virus causing pneumonia-like illness in a small cluster of patients in the city of Wuhan. Shortly after, the novel virus was identified as SARS-CoV-2. Less than a year later, on Tuesday, December 8, 2020, nearly 91-year-old Margaret Keenan received a Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine shot at England's Coventry University Hospital and became the first person in the world to be vaccinated against the most devastating pandemic of the last 100 years, using messenger RNA, mRNA technology. Wearing a cheerful Christmas sweater, she received a standing ovation by nurses and hospital workers as she was rolled through the hallway in a wheelchair. At the same time, all over the United Kingdom, people were celebrating like it was the end of a war, not the launch of a new vaccine. The story of the 9-month moonshot that led to this glorious day takes place in those anxious times of 2020. But the story has its origins at least 2.5 years earlier. On January 1, 2018, I was named Pfizer's Chief Operating Officer, a position that would give me 1 year to prepare for an eventual transition to the top. My focus was growth, and my motto was that growth never just happens, it is created. And in our industry, the only way to drive growth is by creating a meaningful, positive impact on the lives of patients. For that, we had to transform Pfizer into a patient-centric organization, focusing on science and innovation. I am an optimist, perhaps because my mother's brave and narrow escape from death, minutes after being lined up against a wall in front of a Nazi firing squad during the Holocaust, made me believe that nothing is impossible. But my optimism for the new Pfizer I was about to lead was grounded on a strong foundation. During the past 9 years, my predecessor, Ian Reed, a man of strong convictions from whom I learned a lot, had turned around our research and development, R&D engine, from an organization of mediocre productivity to that of an industry leader. That gave me confidence to think really big about what to do to transform Pfizer and move really fast with executing my plans. In the 12 months that followed, before I became Chief Executive Officer, I developed the strategies, designed the organization, and decided on the executive team that would join me in our transformational journey.